Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be starting a new series where I go ahead and just do a whole review of what my collection is in Battlefront 2. So to start it off, my level is 411 for my assault, and this is the skin I use for it's the Phase 1 501st. And for my heavy, it's the 153 level, and I use the 212th. And for my officer, I use Plo Koon's battalion, and he is 103. For my specialist, he is 31, and I don't really use the specialist like that much at all. My enforcer, I have the Camino looking skin for him, or not Camino, but Kashyyyk, and he is 21 as well. He's not that much. Ariel's 30, and I actually switched to this skin because of the new episode of the Clone Wars which I saw, and they had this in that episode, so I thought it was really cool. And the infiltrator, I use this skin because it reminds me of Fives, and I think it's really cool, and he's 37. And for my Boba Fett, he's 43. I haven't played with him as much. Bosk is very low. I haven't played with him like at all. Now for my Chewbacca, he's only 12. I don't play with him as much because I don't really like. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Chewbacca, but I don't know. I mean to change his skin again. But for Vader, I only have him as 83. Surprisingly, not above 100. I don't know why. It's kind of hard for me to play as Vader for some reason. So don't know. Yeah, Palpatine's really low as well. I don't really play with him as much. And for Han, he's level 50. I try to get a lot of my characters just up to like a basic standard of like 50 or above. And for him, for this skin, I just like the Empire Strikes Back look of him. So I'm not nothing too fancy for him. I don't really play with him a whole lot, anyways. For Iden, I don't play with her like at all. Yoda, I don't play with Yoda as much. I just wanted to get him to level 41 so I can get the little gold symbol around him. His level. So if Rey, I don't play with her as much. I just wanted to get her like at least above 50, and I think this is the premium skin, like the best skin for Rey. So, and for Maul, same thing about Rey, about the level. I don't really play with him as much. For Luke, now I do play with him as like a lot, very clearly 226, and I just think this is the best skin to come out, and I'll go back and reiterate on what I mean by best skins and all this stuff, and I'll go back to that. So keep that in mind. Leia, I don't play with her as much, even though I know she did get a buff. This is my favorite skin for her right now, just because I think it's cool. I don't have a New Hope skin. Maybe they'll release a new thing so people can get it or something, but I don't know. Now for Lando, I tried to play with him as much whenever they had triple XP. But I just didn't like his playstyles. I don't know. It's just I'm not a big fan with Lando. For Kylo, he is my highest level hero at 227. I tend to switch between this skin and the Rise of Skywalker skin. So it varies from time to time. Just depends on what I'm feeling. Now for Finn, I don't play with him as all. Like at all, sorry, not as all. But I don't know. It's just I don't play with him as much. Same for Phasma, although she is higher. And Grievous, I use this skin because I think it's better than the Shattered Armor, because I don't want to look like. I mean, imagine being in a battle, and I mean, yes, it does look cooler, I think, to have the Shattered Armor, but it just looks like you've taken more damage and like you're weaker. And I don't want to seem weaker if you're in a battle or something, you know. You want to seem like you're cool. So I think battle damage is pretty good, but I haven't played with him as much. I need to play with him more. And for Obi-Wan, he's above level 100. This is my best skin for him. I think it's just really cool. I love the Clone Wars in general, so this is a really good addition to the game. Count Dooku, I tend to play with him a lot. I need to get him higher level. He's really good. I'm really good at playing as him. You know, his dueling in the game is just outstanding. And for Anakin, I just got him to level 200, so I tend to play as him a little bit too. They nerfed him, so I don't play with him as much anymore, but whenever they buff him again, which I think will be soon, then I'll play with him. BB-8, not even going to even talk about him, or BB-9E, because that's a joke. Now, for the next week's update about where I'm at, I may do ships. Comment down below if you want me to do ships. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't ever play as my ships, so just a fair warning. Now to go on to my mains. So for the light side, I use Luke the most. He's my favorite character in the game, simply because I love the skin. But that's not the reason. The main reason is because of just his abilities and combination and just speed and accuracy, which with each lightsaber hit, it's great. It's fantastic, and I love the skin. But I think my favorite skin would be the Endor skin, and they already have one for Leia and Han, which already looks good. But they just need at least one more green lightsaber skin for him, because I don't like this skin at all, to be honest. It's pretty weird. I don't really like any character with like vest or something, but I think I saw a mod earlier where Luke had the Endor skin and he kind of had a poncho on, and it looked really good. Now for my dark side, I use Kylo the most, because I just like his lightsaber animations whenever he swings, and it's really good, and I love the how fast he is. It's very similar to Luke, but just the dark side version. For the light side, this is my second main, would be Anakin, because he's my favorite character in Star Wars to begin with. I love his skin. I think he's really powerful. They did nerf him, so right now he's still my second choice. He's still my second go-to, but they just need to buff him again. He needs a buff. For my second main, it would be Dooku, simply because of how good he is with a lightsaber, and I love his animation too, the way he fights. It's very interesting, and it's very cool. Now for Obi-Wan is my third go-to, and the reason is because I love this skin so much, and I love playing as Obi-Wan to begin with, and I think he's a really cool character. So that's my third go-to, and for my third go-to for the dark side, it is Darth Vader. Simply because he's a really good character. Although I do find it kind of hard to play with him for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of, he's a really tanky character, which is a good thing, but it's just, I tend to play as fast characters, so it's kind of hard for me to play with him. But yeah, that's it. That's it for my update. Comment down below what other things you would like to see, classes, other heroes that I main. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and comment down below the suggestions and like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.